What you talking about up there?
Everybody
What
wants
you
to
talking
cheer,
about?
everybody wants to cheer. Bang, still not bad. What? Not bad, so. No. This kind of people get it. Nobody
Fucking boy.
wants to have.
What you
Get
talking
them
about?
the
What?
Good time. Can we stop running back and forth? The problem is that building will let less far behind you. I still love my room. My grandpa, let's say my grandma, Kelly, was, let me say, no correlation between Kelly and my grandma. Am I ever going to walk to Kelly? Shit, eventually one day. You're going to donate.
Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. This is going to get good. We are here to have a bit of quick fun with just 3 holes in this contest. Stroke play are the rules. Let's get after it.
All right, Austin. You're obviously a troll, man.
See a fat ass. Dude, he's so fat piece of shit. Oh,
Taking this one with the 9 iron.
so ugly.
This one's looking good.
Yeah,
What an
like he was
approach
still-
shot. Nestles
like
it
he was-
nice and
he was
close to
still
the
fucking
pin.
17 to
Yeah, that
17.
guy had it dialed.
It's like the first game he played normal. So.
Yeah, it's just like I expect that one out. It's like we're down 20 because one dude.
That was fun.
It's funny how there's still these holes.
There's just gotta be
Might be a little too much on this one.
That's just what played out.
A little off on that approach, but that's
Give it up.
okay. He's ready
Give
to
it
let
up.
her rip here. Let's see what he
At this
does.
point, you're just breaking the law. That's just all you're doing. Dude, how
5 iron
do you
here.
get by my shit every time? Always got shadow on. Okay. Come on, dude. It's like he's getting his kills on me, and that's even worse. Dude,
Going with the
there's
9
somebody
iron.
on my team dying a lot. It's Donald Trump.
Yeah, let's see what happens. This is his second.
That don't help.
Let's see how this shapes up. This is his 3rd shot.
Calvin Wings playing to kill my lobby. Yeah.
My kids do.
I wish people that actually watch my stream would be as
All right,
fucking
here's a
gun to
friend.
play with me
He's
as
setting
trolls
up
are.
in the green side sand.
Reedus makes over 100K on Wildcard Live, according to him. I would not dispute that. Bro, you're telling people how much money you make.
Well, first off, you didn't see me say this. Every time I'm asked, what do I do? You know, I do well. That's all I ever say.
Okay,
I'm
careful
trying to
on
think
this
of
one.
how much
We're in
money
the
you
rough.
did make.
Yeah. I've never, and what they're probably trying to do is say, because somebody asked me, like, how much money do I make? And I probably said I cleared $100,000 a year with all my investments.
And there's
You
a
don't make
fancy
that
little
much
chip
from the
shot,
show.
nicely done
But
in there
Not,
for the
yeah,
bird.
not just the show, but he has other revenue.
Yeah, I make 50 for my own stuff. I do local. I got DoorDash, and I got stocks and like investments and
What
like
the fuck
CDs
you
and
doing
stuff like that.
DoorDash? You don't make any
And
money
his
on
fourth
DoorDash.
shot on this hole.
Do it to pay down credit cards and stuff.
You don't make money doing that. You're wasting it in the fucking gas. You can make.
I like doing it. It's something that me and my wife do for fun.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Then. That's different. Okay, let's continue. See the viewership
Can I show
this
you
has?
exactly how
And
much
apparently they get you.
No.
Okay. You made
I
it what?
love the
Is it 61?
He's got a 9-footer here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you're good. Good job.
I did the math in my head.
Yeah. Wings made 61,000. All right. Stop leaking shit, guys.
Oh my lord.
The hole in your floor was fake.
And
The
a decent putt.
$5,000 around your neck
And
is
he's
really
lining this
50
one up for the
bucks.
triple bogey.
Yep.
Copper. Bro,
And finishing this
why
hole out
are
with
you
a
giving
solid putt.
trolls ammo and saying it's frick?
No, that's not a serious question. That's somebody trying into my life.
And after that one, you sit at 1 under par.
They can go the fuck on. Dude, I'm an above average player. Like I said, like people laugh when I say I'm probably top 1%. Like I don't think you realize how big the top 1% is. That's the issue when I say like motherfuckers be looking at this shit like, oh, you're never always the top 1%. It's fucking huge. How this guy got the
They
same
are
name as
Going with the 9-iron on this one.
Has to be an eye, right?
Well, let's see what you
So
got.
he's on another console? How you got the same name as me? What's John? What's 1% of that number? Hey, Sarah, what's 1% of 148,000?
Come on, give us a kick to the right. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. All right, let's see what he does on this one.
Did you say like the top 20,000?
Here's their 7-iron. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's a pretty nice.
7-iron on display here. Looks like this one's heading for the green. Okay, he's green side here, just in the rough.
Fuck you. I'm going to go work at fucking party. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at Arby's.
Okay, he's setting up a second shot here.
It would be crazy if this girl ended up going to Blue. I will tell you that. It would be insane if that happened. Okay, here we go. Let's watch it. Everybody loves memes and everybody loves crypto scams. So why should crypto scams and turn into memes? Well, this has been like the new transition
Let's see how
where
he does
they
from the
say
green
it's a
side
meme
left.
coin and it's not serious, as a way to like kind of make people think that it's okay, that it's effectively a scam. Yes, that's precisely where the industry is at right now, and one of the biggest possible examples is definitely yourselves with Zilla videos. Because the
Very nice shot there, folks. Little chip out of the rough and in the cup. All right, this putt for the bird.
I'll have you guys know that when this happened, I had a policy in my chat
Not enough
that
muscle into that one.
anybody who would say those words,
got
I would
3 feet to
immediately
go.
terminate. It didn't matter what
And
the
that
season
will go.
was. It didn't matter why
And for the
they were
par.
typing it. But if you type off to him, you immediately get from them. I did the same
Okay,
thing
let's
with the
see what we can do on the
like
next
the
hole.
fulcrum come in. Like any time that like a popular saying or phrase comes in, and then people start spam saying in a chat.
After that one, you'll stay right there at 1 under. Oh yeah, that's a gutsy play. And you're only 1 stroke back as we start this final hole of this event. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him.
Told you, Marcus, I'm true. I guess I'm gonna follow you.
Looking good off the tee. Well, that one's goodbye. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole.
Very close. Good.
All right, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thanks for putting up with my antics starting 5 minutes late. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. No way. Okay. I think we have a lot of newcomers here tonight, but even though you may not be familiar with Crystal Roberts,
All right, third shot for him.
familiar with a very special guest by the name of Bryce. Yeah. It's me. It's me. That's right. Great.
What's it
Great.
Take a
See you
mirror.
later to that ball.
She thinks that this is so fucking good. It is good. Going so there's no effects, which I think really is a testament to how something
More Mozambique.
Might be
really
rough.
is. If you haven't checked out more Mozambique,
All right, we're in the rough.
great man.
It's not too
Keep
deep
watching.
in there.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
good. So good. I would say get like a LinkedIn channel, maybe. Sure, get that in chat. I own their song, little theme song he did. Interview with Total. They are arguably friends for you. I don't think he's really messing around.
Heading left.
Talking Total.
Huh.
They said you know that.
Oh my God.
Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on
Yeah, I
that
love
one.
that.
They are. He's friends. Total was a genuinely good dude after talking to him. He's pretty neat. Good.
Okay, he's coming out of the
feel like
deep stuff.
Absolutely. Little bit, yeah.
The origin of the Ravens are Maury Mormo so eloquently explained.
Crystal has made it known that she prefers
And this will be his second shot.
Partners, certain racing, and has blamed this preference on the private part. And so she will say that she's not a racist, but a vagina is.
yes.
So she can't help
Oh
it.
my, splash.
Took exception to this and created that wonderful song.
Okay, here's his fourth shot.
It away. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to be good. Last stream I was very sad about catching some of the super chats.
And we're almost putting here. We're on the green side rough.
You gotta be a second. As for Bristol, I mean, do we have to accept her as a host to these people who uninitiated? Yeah.
So Bristol predates our involvement, right? Any sort of understanding that we have of Bristol is fairly new in her time, right? She's doing blog talk stuff for years and
You
was
sink
like
this.
tangentially
That's
related
for eagle.
to a group of people doing what are they? Who's that East Coast shock jock guy that I can't
Howard Stern. Yeah.
Howard Stern, right? He had some sort of general association, not with him, but with like the eccentric people that would appear on that show.
Yes.
And was quite proud of this.
High-pitched Henrik, I think she allegedly lived with him.
Yeah, well, he was on her stream at one point.
Oh, God. Okay.
And so
All right, let's see what happens.
you know, there's
This
some
is
truth
his
to whatever
third shot.
story she's weaving. But it remains unclear exactly what was going on before the Cobra Book stuff. But she appeared on the scene
Okay,
a
lining up
couple
an
years
8-foot
back
putt.
when Goffy was introduced to Cobra, a side character you may remember.
Yes. That's how this all began.
And she basically made friends with Josh, and from there,
And we're done here.
Successfully wrangled him. Do you think that Josh actually was a little bit attracted to him?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's got 4 feet to the cup from here.
That's easy. No, that's a 100%.
That will do it
Yes.
for them. And
Yeah, and
this
I
one
mean, well,
for-
she, and I just am now remembering this, which is silly,
And
but
as
your
we head our
interview
separate
with
ways,
Josh
it'll be 1 under for you
was
today.
facilitated
And
in some
that
ways
was a bit
by
fun. Thanks so much
Crystal
for
Rock.
the round.
It
I'm
was
glad
bonkers.
that
So
you brought me along
I-
for the ride.
As
We'll see you
nuts
next
as it
time.
sounds, I had no warning until it was happening. And what happened was Bogland Chronicles sent me a message, and he said, dude, you need to get on this right now. People are talking to Josh, and Crystal wrangled him. And I said, no. And then I got the urge, but that whole thing was not planned for me. That was spontaneous, and I'm very lucky that it came out as nicely as it did. But I do owe it to Crystal because she did nab him. If it had been someone like Courtney, there's no chance I would have been able to get on because she would not have allowed that.
Well, what was interesting was Josh really enjoyed your conversation.
Yeah, he did.
Really enjoyed. It was the first time in my life I'd ever heard Josh ask someone a question and genuinely care about the response.
Yeah,
Right?
it was awesome.
He asked you about your dream, right?
Mine. Why'd you dream that? Yeah.
That was, I mean, it really showed us a side of Josh that you don't get to see very often. And, you know, to her credit, Crystal helped facilitate that.
She did, to her credit. Also, anyone who likes the "It's green," that video did come from Crystal hosting Josh and Warlord in some StreamYard thing. And then she wandered off and the stream ended.
I know. That was the best part. I mean, the worst part. But in retrospect, in the abstract, funniest part about Crystal is she would set these things up, right? We had Josh and Warlord in there. Warlord was drunk as hell and like touching him, and they were fighting, and it was contentious. And this is when he announced that he was now Sasha. And there were all these things going on, and Crystal just called it. He's just like, nah, that's the end of the street.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Things were just starting to heat up. They were starting to bicker like the last stream. It was pretty gnarly.
I don't understand. For someone who, you know, has this idea, it's kind of like Josh, right? He sees himself as a content creator, as a star, as someone who's aware of how to entertain. So does Crystal. But they both lack like a fundamental understanding of what's interesting and how to present that.
Absolutely. real quick, I've been looking at this for a while. I just want to acknowledge PGA Productions, $100 donor. Insanely generous, more than I deserve. Talking about cursing the balls up, be damned. That's right. There's always a struggle with the balls up. That's what we were fighting earlier, but I think we're doing good tonight. And asking if we can get the Kobe Daggett Wave remix on its own video. Absolutely. I'm working on a playlist right now of music used in videos and stuff like that, little one-offs, maybe even intros just by themselves, as long as I don't catch anyone stealing it. Don't steal. But yeah, I'd be happy to. Thank you so much. And you want to give the rundown of some of these other ones just so we don't forget? Sure. I saw one from George Lucas, and then I lost it. There it is. I like the thing where she was hiding behind a bush in front of a police station. Yeah, that's no joke.
You remember that? This is the problem with Crystal, is now it has been reduced to rumor and legend about the kinds of things that will happen. Because, yeah, she did a whole stream, and it wasn't like she announced what the stream was going to be about. She just was in a bush next to a police station, and people were, like, trying to get her to explain why she was there. And eventually, she, like, admitted that it was her ex-boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
She had a restraining order against, and she had called the probation officer. Someone called the probation officer. And she was waiting to see him get arrested or something.
And I think she also lured him there. It was some kind of sting that she had arranged. Yeah.
Again, this is how it becomes rumor and legend. Like, we don't have the stream anymore for channel guy Edith.
So much lost.
I mean, we had her, she threw away every item she owned because she got bedbugs.
Yes, that is a boy, oh boy. I would almost pay a bounty for that stream because it's so funny. She bought a bedbug-infested blanket from Goodwill, got bedbugs, and then at the start of the stream, she's in a room full of furniture, a bed, all kinds of stuff, and by the end of it, you can hear the echo in the room because there is nothing inside. She threw away everything.
Everything. She threw away posters and, like, pieces of wood, like, like just anything. Not like thinking, oh, I guess this thing could now have bedbugs. She threw away everything she owned. It was the, like, least well thought out thing ever. But I guess that's the legacy of Crystal Roberts, is not thinking anything through.
No.
Yeah. Just doing, just behaving.
And,
you know,
someone was saying to her, hey, you need to get an exterminator. And I know firsthand, because I had weird, they were hiding them, bed bugs. The neighbors above me, when I lived in an apartment, fucking Diary of Anne Frank, hanging out, little bed bugs being kept hidden. And they were infesting all the neighboring apartments. And unfortunately, I did have a year where I had bed bugs. And it sucked. It really was terrible. But I got to know
everything you owned.
Oh, yeah, you know it. I just threw away everything. And I still had bed bugs. No. I researched it, and throwing away everything you own is not the answer, because if even a single nymph remains, eventually you will be back where you started. It will reproduce. They can live for 6 months without eating, the nymphs. And if they manage to eat again, they will lay eggs, and you're back at it. Ugh. Yeah, it sucks.
What happened to her?
Yes.
She throws away everything she owns. She's living on nothing. And so, also, at this time, Crystal didn't have a steady job. She was working temp jobs. She was, like, live streaming from a Renaissance fair, selling legs.
Yeah.
And then, like, got in trouble because she wasn't allowed to live stream, but then, like, tried to secretly live stream, and then got caught and had to end the stream. Like, this is Crystal Roberts, and she lives in this house by the grace of some, like, wealthy benefactor.
Yeah.
She wasn't contributing to the rent or anything. She, like, shared this weird living space with a guy who lived in a tree house out there. There was a lot going on. And, you know,
there's so much to unpack. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of rules. I have a little bit of Tree Man. I showed this before, but she gets yelled at.
She did a stream where she went up to Tree Man's house, right? And like poked around.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
She did an exploratory mission in the Tree Man's house.
Jaeger said she knows. Jaeger said
Here it
knows.
comes.
No.
That's Tree Man. This is a fight over toilet paper, by the way.
Be a real human being. I'm Tree Man. I'm like elderly. These people are in their advanced 40s.
Yes. It's brutal, and they're fighting over who bought toilet paper, who's used it all up. It's ridiculous. It's bad news. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
What?
So, someone asked for a Crystal Roberts impression. I can start us off. I don't know. Deadbugs. Oh. Yes, no, don't say that.
Someone pay my water bill.
Oh.
Did we?
Perfect kitten, no. Yeah.
Did we agree? Let's see. War crimes sends 5 and says, oh, sorry, did that. Nom Nom Cat Food says, better not be running from lightning, boys.
Oh, yeah. She's terrified of thunder.
Did the George Lucas. Bert Fargo. What? Oh, we did that one. Oh, you're already doing it.
I did, yeah, I'm trying to stay on top of it. We were really bad last stream. We were terrible.
Yeah.
Good evening, Douglas. Love you and Vinny Weinslaughter's Mr. Dick impression. Keep up the awesome content. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie.
Laddie99 says, thanks for keeping her memories alive. That's
Yeah. So tell you what we can do, the beginning of this lost stream is pretty dull. I'll start it. I'm going to keep the volume low, and we can kind of talk about her history a little bit more.
Yeah, get going, because I want to mention just at the start of this, as we discussed, she's doing odd jobs.
Yeah.
She's not, she doesn't have regular employment. She doesn't have a steady income. She doesn't have a stable place to live that she's paying for. She's kind of, it's stable in the sense that, like, this random person who owns this house is allowing her to stay there without qualifications.
She pays no rent. She doesn't pay for anything, which is insane.
And
no bill.
So she has taken it upon herself to stream all of these like big jobs that she's done. One of them is DoorDash or Instacart.
Yeah.
And she starts out this stream by saying, "Bad news, everybody! My transmission went out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to return my items from Instacart." That's how this stream starts.
That's how this starts. So she's at Kroger, and guys, I'm so sorry about the shaky cam. I was looking into stabilization software, and it was about as disorienting. It does the weird weeble wobbly effect. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have a terrible cameraman. But here they are. They are returning Instacart groceries right now.
This is Cousin Jeff filming.
Cousin Jeff, that's right.
I think you get to see him here at the beginning. I'm curious about what old Cousin Jeff looks like.
Yeah, he pops up at one point. He turns the camera at himself. She took on a very upsetting form around this time. Wouldn't you say?
She looked like a shaved, weathered, something that's, I mean, they do live in Arizona, but it seems like someone who's lived out in the dust storm for a
Chronically dehydrated.
Yes.
I mean, she admittedly, by her own admission, does not drink water. She hates it. It's like she has rabies or something. She is terrified of water.
Terrified of water.
Very dry. I think she says that her piss is like 40 weight motor oil at some point.
Oh.
Yeah.
The other weird thing I just want to point out, something you can kind of see throughout the course of this, is there's a weird sexual tension
Absolutely.
between Cousin Jeff and Crystal. There's a strange sort of like, right here she's making jokes. It's like, oh, you're looking at me like a pervert. And they comment about, dicks and penises and shit.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's very weird.
He does a lot of ass shots. He talks about things like her junk, I'm afraid, it's very clinical words, labia, talking about twisting it in a knot at one point. Don't want to get banned, but yeah, it's for educational purposes. And again, for anyone wondering like why it's so soft, there's not much going on here. We're still in the introductory phase. You're not missing any of this. I promise.
All they're doing at this point, they're trying to return these groceries that they bought.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get any amount of money that they can to fix this car that she doesn't own. This isn't a car that she owns. Man.
No.
She fucking borrowed this car from some unknown figure.
Yes.
And then made all sorts of bizarre promises, like she wasn't going to smoke in the car. That was a big thing.
Yeah, she's not supposed to stink it up.
Can't stink it up.
No.
But lo, as you'll see, he decides to smoke in the car, and then while she's cleaning the car out to get rid of the smoke smell, she is also continuing to smoke. So, it raises a lot of questions about her abilities to reason through problem solving. And I think, as we discussed with her history and her inability to big judgments about stuff, throwing away every item that she owns.
Everything.
It's a great example.
And boy, oh boy, where to begin with this? Just imagine, chat, make believe it's a Sunday night, you're subscribed to this weird lady, and suddenly she is broadcasting this. And the title of the stream was, Fuck This and Fuck Everything Else. That was, yeah.
It's like the idea that she's there with cousin fucking Jeff, and she's gonna, they're gonna do this job. Essentially, she's on a job right now.
Yeah.
And as things are turning to absolute dog water, she said, wait, I gotta, I gotta film this, I gotta stream this, this is good content.
Yeah, this is good content. We need to broadcast this live.
Yeah.
We need to see this. I'm off the wagon.
They must know what's going on here.
Yeah.
And we saw it live, Harry. We were up late.
It was awesome. That was a great night. That was a school night. We were staying up late because this goes off the rails, friends. So I'm officially going to speed it up a little bit. Let's cut ahead. Go through the return phase. She's in a rascal for some reason.
It's weird. It's unhinged stuff. And she's doing a lot of walking around and pacing. And
Yeah.
let me tell you. Sorry, can you pause it?
Yeah.
Can you go back 5 seconds?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not here to do body shaming, but I will say.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, we're moving it.
Oh
Shit! No, I'm sorry. I'm a dum-dum, and I'm literally watching the stream rather than
yeah, man.
my marbles.
No, you got exclusive access. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. So basically, they get their money back, and they decide that they're going to buy, with the last of their money, alcohol. And they are stranded.
Have no money.
Yeah. They have no money.
And they just returned this Instacart order, right? They're like, oh, we need money. And their first instinct isn't, okay, now we can pay a tow truck. Now we can pay my friend to come get us, and he can get his car back and
Go home.
Yeah.
Above all, they want to go home right now. They badly want to go home. But they get Mike's Hard Lemonade, they get some shooters, and they are about to get comfy in a parking lot as a gigantic storm approaches. The biggest storm I've ever seen.
I don't know if any of you fine folks have lived in the American Southwest, but there are huge thunderstorms down south in these hot areas.
Yes.
And typically in Arizona, especially, they're associated, New Mexico, Arizona, there's a lot of dust. And it is a bad deal It's not like you're just gonna get a little rained on. It's like fucking shitty.
Because
You know, you gotta take shelter.
is static electricity part of it? Is that a variable with the desert? Because like during the Dust Bowl and stuff, wouldn't there be weird electrical storms and a lot of fire hazards because all the dryness, all the sand, it would create static electricity? Am I off with that?
That makes sense, but you've exhausted my expertise. I feel.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, man, it's a weird deal that because she lives in fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
She lives there.
She should
You
know.
never know about this shit, right?
It'll get hairy. And there's also a rave taking place in the distance. Not literally, but the amount of strobe light effects happening because of the approaching dust storm, it's insane. It's like a strobe light. Yeah.
There's no way that you could. And I also want to put it out there. This woman is specifically afraid. It's her phobia. It's an aversion to it. And she makes no effort to extricate herself from that situation.
It's so
That this woman, at this time, claiming to be sober. So she's also falling off the wagon.
This was a big deal.
Sure.
Yeah, have you ever, been in that kind of situation where the transition goes out and you just fall off the wagon? And just hey,
Well, and like, it's really crazy to me, and we'll find out about this so later. Is they're like 2 miles from her fucking house.
yes. They know how far they have to walk.
They can just walk right now.
Yes.
They don't. They stop.
Cousin Jeffrey, he says it a few times, he gets more and more impatient. I don't know how he's going to wait as long as he did. But he'll say things like, hey, we should probably start walking. Or, she'll say, no.
I gotta take the big balls. Crazy as they almost seem passive aggressive. It's almost like he's a vindictive documentarian.
Yeah.
He's watching her and he's like, what are we gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like trying to point out how helpless she is. It's bizarre.
And we'll turn it up and we'll get the dialogue going. But there are times when it does seem like Jeff, like you said, is self-aware and he is just documenting someone falling apart and is kind of stoking the flame. We'll kind of tease her. There's this weird dimension of intelligence to him. But for the most part, he's just a big guy. I don't know what he's doing.
He's an enigma, and they lived in the same. They have this room in the house.
Yes.
He's slept there for like, I don't know, years.
It's wild. What always throws me off is that she can scream inside of a very small bed.
Hi there.
Not
Welcome.
a
First
peep
of all,
coming
welcome to the
from
game.
anyone
My
else.
name is John.
About
Pleased
2 hours in, she
to be
finally
out around
acknowledges
PGA
that Jeff
Tour
has been sitting in the
2K23 with
corner
you.
the
We
entire
are playing
time.
a little
doing
food
nothing.
bowl matchmaking today.
sitting there.
Stroke
Yeah.
play all the way.
Dead
Let's
silent.
get
It's
this.
just her staring. I mean, what do you think he's sitting there watching from the couple chair?
Yes.
It's like,
Alrighty, he's
watch
good
it.
to
He
go on
has
this
no
one. Let's see
dedicated chair.
how he does.
Maybe he's got like a GIMP rig going on where he's in a cage and he's attached to a series of ropes and pulleys. Yeah.
Oh, it's
A couple of
yeah.
yeah.
It's a really unique look.
Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there.
Because I have a feeling that when she's confronted by problems in her daily life, she reacts in this way.
Oh yes. I think she's a mess. Yeah. Absolutely. That's impressive. And this was a big deal, the whole screen.
Ooh, you hooked this one.
She was pretty straight-laced. She was the recovering addict. How did she just
And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has.
I mean, the jokes she makes in this video are really bad. So, it really stayed.
Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway.
And she's very hateful and
All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot.
Increasingly desperate. Like she thinks it's kind of funny for a
she starts to freak out, and her brain doesn't like.
Taking this one with the 8 iron. This one's heading for the sand, I think.
Maybe she could have not bought alcohol.
Setting up here from the
They could
deep
have
stuff.
easily Ubered back, and it's going to kill you, Chad, when you see how miserable they are later on, knowing that instead of Ubering home, they bought you sugars and Night Star's lemonade. Give me a break. If they're throwing glass bottles.
Yeah, the swing was a little bit rough on that one. And what will he do from here? 115 to the pin.
Yeah, correct.
Taking this one with the 9 iron. And here's his second shot. Heading for the green. This one's your third.
Opportunities might is revealing its utility for some. Yes. Just a reminder, you are where you are in life. Someone is giving you a chance at you stand.
Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out.
Go hang out in the parking lot. Yeah.
Not this much left to save par on this one.
This is what I'm going to be. It's right outside. Yes. There's no.
A little too hard. He's got a long putt to contend with here. What will happen?
Right now, let's say you blow all your money on food. You start walking home. Because it's a fucking car. It's a car in a parking lot. You don't need money. It's not like her, convertible ran out of gas. No, it's dead. It's a sealed vehicle that's gonna be outside tonight, no matter where. It's not going anywhere. No one's gonna be able to drive it. According to her, the transmission fell out the bottom. The bottom fell out of the car.
Take it easy now.
Transmission landed. It fell out.
Right by.
According to her, the way she describes it,
This
fell
putt
out the bottom.
is measuring in at 11 feet.
Someone asked, where can we find the video we're watching right now? I'll have a link.
Oh.
It's going to be in the description, but I actually just have this.
And this next putt's for his par.
I'll have it in the description. No big deal. Yeah. Okay, now it's starting to get good.
Solid putt. Okay, he's got 9 feet to go. Ooh, just missed. And here he goes. Putting for par here.
Yeah.
Nice little putt. Just a little 3-footer left for this one.
Yes. Stop that.
This putt's good so far. Oh, that'll do just nice. And that'll drop. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par.
Oh. Ow. I missed it. There it is. I think this is what actually succeeds. Yeah. These are bones. Just are bones. And how it begins. Oh.
And they've chosen a hybrid on this one.
Yeah. Very unusual section. Definitely no good.
And let's see how he does on this hole.
Concerned about being associated with Crystal as the years go on. I don't necessarily remember that. Was there something that you remember where he stopped showing for her, he stopped appearing, he was now condemned to the corner of the silent chamber? Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him.
Thank you. Bless
And they're going with the 4-iron here.
This is truly.
Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee.
Acid gapping, here we are. But, you know, Josh is struggling right now in terms of content. Always has been, really. And it's kind of nice to enjoy these side characters every now and then. Not too much, but this is great. I'm a huge fan of this screen. It's one of the funniest screens. Let me just give you a little bit more information. Yeah.
Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green.
Again,
The green side rough currently. Let's
finally,
be careful with that
he
chip.
finally left. Jeff wrote a handwritten, several-page novel. Moved out, and she read it to everyone in her Discord server. Of course. Gonna put it on the internet. Air out your dirty laundry to your Discord server. Yeah. I guess he just said that
This is an insanely long putt for this guy. I don't know what's going to go down.
Accused him. I know. I was wondering. Man. All right, so we're officially turning this stream up a little bit more because we are getting into some decent dialogue here. Oh, it just gets better and better. It does. I don't know. I'm not like a prude. I'm not a funny gutty. Right? But like, if I were going to manipulate a vehicle, I wouldn't have open canisters of alcohol around. Right? No, this is bad.
He's setting up for a birdie here.
It just feels like if I were a cop driving by, I would say, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah. They're gonna. I thought it was silly, but I learned because of this stream, even in a dead car that ain't moving, if you have an open container in there, the police can charge you with what, like a DUI? Not a DUI, but just open container. Open container.
This one is safe par.
Yeah, not DUI. Why would you even think like? Yeah. Crystal has already demonstrated her like inherent lack of love, and her inability
It's
to
getting there.
Why would you say
And that was a good putt. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And that putt will drop. And this will be a par for him if he sinks it. And that putt safely in its home. And 2 strokes above par currently.
Now, this I think says a lot about her character. She actually went to prison for this. Oh yeah, I'm the brief of talk. This is a pretty important story. She went to prison. She was technically prostituting herself.
Well, this could maybe roll its way into the rough, possibly.
She got hostage.
All right, let's see how he does.
I think she also went to prison for meddling.
Oh, this one's in the fairway.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. That is what I vaguely recall.
All right, 2 strokes off the lead on this final hole of the matchup. Let's go.
And the fumes would waft in. They'd waffle in. Hard times in prison. I think she was also recovering from heroin when she was in jail. Oh, she was having withdrawals. Absolutely brutal. What a terrible.
Tee shot's looking decent.
What a terrible situation to find yourself where you're not only like you're.
All right, here he is in the first cut. Let's see how this goes.
But you're now in jail, and that's not enough either. You are Jesus fucking Christ. Ooh, that's a bad time zone. Is she trying to clean the car? Yeah, the struggle begins. The eternal struggle. She was trying to clean the car, but I don't know what she was thinking to do. And I guess we can catch up new viewers. If we were to condense it, Crystal was doing Instacart. She would deliver
And
groceries
he
to
will
people.
set up from around
Transmission fell out
235
of her
yards
car.
out.
She is now off the wagon drinking hard lemonade in a parking lot and attempting to clean
Here's
the
their
car out
three-wood.
because it smelled like cigarettes.
This one might be going long.
That basically up to this point.
If she borrowed this vehicle from someone and is, for whatever reason, very concerned that it is returned in a proper state.
It ain't going anywhere. It's going to turn into a cube. They're going to junk this thing.
Hey, the transmission fell out of the car.
Fell out. At that point, it's done. It probably has over 100,000 miles on it. That steering wheel is spent.
And rather than like
Get to the right, get to the right.
your immediate issue, which is I'm stuck at a random parking lot. She's gonna like half-ass clean it and drink
And smoke.
in the hot out in the hot sun, like
Okay, here's our third
playing
shot.
here.
There is no plan. She's like the Joker. She's not one for rules. She's going to burn that big pile of money.
It's almost like she's got hair falling in her face, with the wind blowing, just trying to figure this out. What's Jeff doing? Just documenting
Just
this, right?
filming it. Yeah.
He's got a 16-footer on his hands here.
And rides to a fire move. That to see what's come of the ring race after they've lost their job. Hey, that's fun. That's pretty good.
Oh, no, it's right behind him. Okay, here's a chance to get down to 1 over par.
Yeah. So like throw a little banter back at her, but she just
Could be a good one.
goes. It's
Oh,
weird.
rolled right by.
Do you think? And
He's
I don't
putting this
have
next
any,
one for birdie.
reason to believe this other than maybe her general disposition.
Uh-huh.
Do you think she was doing drugs at this time?
I was thinking the same thing just now.
All right,
And I
that'll do it for
remember
him here
during
today.
the stream,
Okay,
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
let's
Look at that
put this
fucking
one in
steering
the
wheel.
cup and
Look
then
at
it
that
is
bomb over to the
totally
clubhouse.
just cracked out of recognition. It is spent.
Dude,
That leather is gone.
All right, you're done now.
and
And at the end of the day, you wound up at 2 over par.
like a cigarette you smoked in there one day
That
today.
I say goodbye.
No way.
Look
See you
at
next time.
this is Kate Manning.
Yes.
Look, he looks proto-human.
The chiseled brow. The hollow
Look at the
sockets.
chin, the upper jaw.
Yeah, the Asper's jaw is coming in nicely. But no, like you were saying, the failure to complete simple tasks, the hyperfixation on very menial things, we'll see her scrub down the same bit of interior over and over. She'll pick up individual pieces of glass for about 10 minutes. It does feel like maybe when she fell off the wagon, she also coked on. This is a good thing.
Look at this.
This is a great thing.
Look at this.
I love this not the
Oh, man. She looks like someone who's applied cosmetics and like, what? What? He get hit with the
golden cheese naughty. That fucking puppet.
Get in that face. Oh. Why is this?
Oh.
What we? See, that to me, that's like someone doing meth, right? Like someone.
Yeah. Really spontaneous.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be a lightweight, but really the Mike's Hard Lemonades don't really slow her down. I think she is just on too many uppers.
You know what? I hate to say this.
Yeah.
It gives me, or as the kids would say, it's giving Warlord Campbell.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
The movement, the spontaneity, the weird sexual references. Right? Yeah. I mean, it gets like in a better mood than that weirdo. But like, fucking hell.
I mean, maybe if it had been a very long time since she'd taken any kind of super hard stimulant, it's got her in a better mood. Warlord was probably doing it always, and he just didn't quit. Yeah.
He also might just be an asshole.
Sure.
Or she's just generally kind of selfish. You know, like, he's there, like, what are we, like, whoa!
Yeah, what are you doing? Stop that.
What was that? Was that a scratch? You think that
I
was
was just scratching her ass. There's a little ass scratch in there.
That's the weirdest, greatest scratch your ass like ever in my life.
What is she looking for?
Dude, yeah, he's trying to find a.
Oh, but thank you, Plotty. Put the water on me tonight. Good. Bottoms up. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, take a drink. Take a sip of your Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Take a drink. Shut up and take a drink.
Shut up and take a drink. Yeah. Overplot's such bad behavior.
Why are we okay? I mean,
Yeah.
again, I hate to revisit this again.
Sure.
I'm beating the dead horse, but why are we cleaning this car right now? Why are we aimlessly spraying shit? Like, what is this? That's cleaning a car?
I think Jeff was asking similar questions of why are we doing this? Why are you spraying down the car? Shut up, Jeff. You're not helping. Shut up.
Shut up. What? Like, yeah. You think you could sit there? Like, you could still, oh, you don't think you're an asshole. Instant matter teleported to the other side. Clean the door off or something?
What Matt will do to you. Move real quick. Move quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad man. Bad man.
Like, the sun is starting to set, you can see the fucking.
Yeah. It's coming. It is coming, Chad. The storm of the century approaches.
You feel it coming. Totally helpless.
Gotta clean this car.
Gotta make sure it's nice early. And Jeff's just along for the ride. He's got like 30 to
You know, he's cool. I don't know what he's on, but he is A-okay. I remember, I think some people in chat actually appeared in this stream. I know George Lucas did. Harry Boothole gets quoted. I can't remember any others. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's Jeffrey, in case you were curious. Yeah. Still just
Thanks for get all the good content for the internet.
precious.
The internet.
The boy says, I bet she's on drugs and saw a cop. Addicts will see a cop when they're high and decide to take the whole car apart in the McDonald's parking lot. That's basically what we're up to here.
Yeah.
God, what are these grunts coming out of her? Hang on. Someone talked about Venus earlier.
Sounds like a horse guy. That's
It was a butt. Yeah. Oh. 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 Ugh.
Oh man.
Gee. Okay. Some of the noises are coming out already. You gotta listen closely. This is like a Wookiee noise that erupts out of her.
Oh, yeah?
Hang on.
That is not a cum.
Yeah. What is that? What is that noise? Huh?
Couldn't make that sound if I wanted to.
Never. What is it? Last spin. Sorry, Sam. I get very fixated.
Yeah, you have my car in, fam, and this is where we're at.
Yeah. Sipping it with a straw. Real dainty like. Don't like it.
Very ladylike.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, get that. Gotta get all those. Give it up on the straw now.
Yeah.
The straw in the first place. was so excited. 7.5, and it's like, no, it was, the whole